Morning all. I am Akansha Vishwakarma, Assistant Professor, Index Institute of Pharmacy, MALWANCHAL University, Indore, MP. I laid the focus on this topic. So, in other words, everything that affects living organism is called as environment. Environmental science is called as multidisciplinary as it brings about an interaction between our natural world, that is air, water, soil and material, and living organisms. Environmental study is an interdisciplinary study that utilizes information from physical science and social science. There are the following components of environment. Components of environment is abiotic components and biotic components. Abiotic components is climate and edaphic, and biotic components is producer, consumer and decomposers. These are the components of environment. And we will see about the segments of environment. Atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biospheres. These four are the segments of environment. We have completed about components of environment and segments of environment. And then we come on another point, scope of environmental science. First point, conservation of nature and natural resources. Second, conservation and protection of biological diversity. Third point, control of environmental and human pollution. Fourth point, social issues in relation to development and environment. And the last point is development of non-polluting renewable energy system and provide new dimensional to nature's security. And we will come on another point, multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies. What is the multidisciplinary nature? It utilizes information from different streams of science to deals with various environmental problems. Environmental studies is done in various fields. For example, life science, modeling, technology, management and awareness, and physical science. So, we called environmental studies is multidisciplinary nature. Then we will see about the resources. What is resource? Anything which is useful for man or can be transformed into a useful product or can be used to produce useful things. This is called resource. What are natural resources? Natural resource is defined as anything that we get from environment to fulfill our requirements and used without any modifications. These are natural resources. Some examples of natural resources are as follows: air, water, land, forest, minerals. Then we will come on another point, classification of natural environment based on the basis of renewable and flow resources, non-renewable and stock resources, and then cycle. So we will see about some examples of renewable, non-renewable and cyclic resources. Example of renewable resources is solar energy of sun and oxygen in air, soil in forest. Some example of non-renewable resources. Example, minerals, coal, oil, natural gases, and cyclic. Example, water. Water can be regenerated by water cycle. And classification of resources on the basis of utility. Energy and raw material. Energy, for example, solar energy, fossil fuels. Raw material, example, iron, silica, diamond, and vegetables. And resources can be classified on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin, the resources are classified two types: biotic components and abiotic components. There are some example of biotic components: green plants, animals, and fungi. Abiotic components: land, water, air. natural resources and associated problems. There are the following types of natural resources. First one, forest resources. Second, water resources. Third, mineral resources. Fourth, energy resources. Fifth, land and soil resources. We will see about forest resources. Problems, soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, global warming, floods, drought. Cause, deforestation and excessive use of forest, increased populations. And solution. Reserves forest while saving trees. More plantation, control birth rates to control overpopulation. Functions of forest. We will see what are the functions of forest. First one is protective function. Forest protect against soil erosion, floods, drought, noise, radiation. Second is productive function. Forest provide gum resins, medicines, katha, honey, pulp, bamboo, timber, and foods. Third is regulative function. Forest regulate level of oxygen, carbon dioxide, temperature, and water cycle. And there are some necessary functions of forest. Forest regulate aesthetics, habitat for wildlife, and place of recreation. Then we will see water resources. Water resources are source of water that are useful or potentially useful to humans. Second, uses of water include agricultural, industrial, household, recreational, and environmental studies. Third, virtually all of these human uses require fresh water. Then water forms 60% of our body weight. Then water is a renewable and limited resource. So we have finished about water resource and forest resource. About 3/4 of Earth's surface is occupied by oceans. About 97% of the earth water is strong saline, and of the rest 3% is fresh water. Pure usable water on land is only 0.3%. Water depletion. It is caused by over exploitation, excessive use, and unequal access to water among different social groups. Increasing population, intensive industrialization, deforestation, and mismanagement of water resources have caused a crisis. Conservation of water. It is essential for survival of mankind, plants, and animals. This can be achieved by adopting the following methods: constructing dams and reservoirs to regulate supply of water to the field, as well as to enable generating of hydroelectricity. Sewage should be treated and only the clear water should be released into the river. Industrial wastes should be treated to prevent chemical and thermal pollutions of fresh water. Judicial use of water in our day-to-day life. Rainwater harvesting should be done while storing rainwater and recharging groundwater. Mineral resources. Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic crystalline solids having a definite crystalline solids have chemical compositions and characteristics. Physical properties of minerals. Minerals are exhaustible and non-renewable. Minerals are relatively plentiful. Minerals are overused by industries. Disposal of minerals have negative effects on environment. Metallic minerals, for example, iron, copper, silver, gold. Non-metallic minerals, example, sand, stone salt, and phosphate. Uses of minerals. The main use of minerals are as follows. First, development of industrial plants and machinery. Second, generation of energy. Example, coal, lignite, uranium. Third, construction, housing, settlements. Fourth, defense equipments, weapons and ornaments. Then, transportation means soil resources, arable land able to be ploughed, Is land capable of being plugged and used to grow crops? Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers up only 29 of the Earth's surface, and all parts of the land are not habitable. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. Land degradation means loss of natural fertility of soil because of loss of nutrients, less vegetation cover, changes in characteristic of soil, pollution of water resources from contamination of soil through which water sweeps into ground or runoff to water bodies. 6. Change in climate conditions because of unbalance created in environment. Cause of land degradation. There are the various causes of land degradation are as follows. Deforestation. Second, soil erosion by wind or water. Third, rainfall. Fourth, industrialization. Fifth, unsustainable urban agriculture practice expansion. And last, biotic factor. What is ecosystem? A biological community of interesting organisms and their physical environment such as forest, grassland, desert, etc. Second, biotic and abiotic component. Third, there is a great variety of ecosystem in existence. All of them are characterized by general structural and functional attributes. And last, aquatic ecosystem and desert ecosystem. The classification of ecosystem is abiotic and biotic components. Structure of ecosystem. First, inorganic, carbon, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Organic, carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Climate regimes, temperature, moisture, light. Producers, for example, plant and algae. Micro-consumers are the large animals. Micro-consumers are fungi and saprophytes. The functions of nutrient cycle. What is the food chain? The particular pathway of nutrients and energy movements depend on which organism feed on another. Transfer of energy from source in plant through a series of organisms by eating and being eaten constitutes the food chain. A transfer a large portion of energy is lost in form of heat. Each step of food web is called trophic level. Trophic level. A trophic level means feeding level. First level are producers, second level are herbivorous, third level, first level carnivorous, fourth level, second level carnivorous, so on. Energy and nutrients passed through ecosystem by food chain and webs from lower tropic level to higher tropic level. However, only 5% to 20% energy and nutrients are transferred into higher tropic level successfully. For this reason, first tropic level has the larger number of organisms and the second tropic level is less than first one. The third level is less than second level and so on. These are the picture of tropic level. What is ecological pyramids? Producer utilize the energy directly from sun and convert it to biomass. Base of pyramid is made of first tropic level organisms, then herbivorous which eat on plants, then second tropic level organisms and carnivorous, then predators third tropic level. This is the picture of ecological energy pyramid. We will see the conclusion. Environmental science is called as multidisciplinary as it brings about an interaction between our natural world and living organism. It deals with various environmental problems associated with life science, physical science, modeling, technology, etc. There are various segments which are property of environment which need to protected for their long-term conservation. Ecosystem is an important part of environment which describes the correlation between living and non-living things in environment. So we have studied about environmental science. Environmental science is a multidisciplinary science. Thank you.